This poem's called Don't Buy It. I've always been seen as a little bit green in my cosy middle-class social scene. Ever since I made that lentil stew for Abigail's birthday do, wore Birkenstocks to Brina's wedding, and got those rainforest patterns for the children's bedding. My friends all think it's nonsense, but I'm proud to be their conscience. Their commitment may be scanty, but my bottles of Chianti ride the backseat of the Mazda to the bottle bank at Asda. And the second home in Rome has such amazing double glazing. But that young fellow on Newsnight keeps talking about the planet's plight, and I get this niggling feeling I'm not doing this quite right. Driving to the protests in the 7-seater, discussing climate change under the patio heater. I turn on Radio 4, it's You and Yours, which I adore, but they're discussing what's in store for the planet with Jude Law, who's made some film about a war, and then they interview Al Gore, and I realise in an instant that I should be doing more. Thank goodness, InStyle magazine has a special pull-out section, 20 tips on going green, and it turns out the solution to global destitution, exponential air pollution, endless wars of retribution isn't global revolution, power devolution, wealth redistribution, or the long overdue reform of some of our fundamentally compromised international institutions. Don't listen to experts who dare to proclaim that our crazy mass consumption levels might just be to blame for everything you need to know about economic policy. Just ask Bono. He knows that we're out of this fix. Shopping. It's the new politics. To halt our mad rush to consume our blissful way to eco-doom, to build a world not based on greed for things that we don't really need, the answer is... you'll never guess. We'll shop our way out of this mess. Anyone who's got the gumption can do ethical consumption and thus turn the global tables, buying things with pretty labels. So now all my silk pyjamas come with shots of smiling farmers. The sound system's been upgraded, but the box was fairly traded. As I sit beside the hot tub to remove my sandals, I breathe the guilt-relieving perfume of organic scented candles. They grew these pears with love and care 5,000 miles away, and I got these natural shampoos on the flight back from Bombay. The local shops are closing down, but there's no need to panic. That big new Sainsbury's out of town does everything organic. I've even managed to persuade my crazy Uncle Reese's using eco-friendly bullets now to hunt endangered species. And as for all the global warming warnings, here's what I can do. Plant a few plantations for the carbon sequestration. Based on flimsy calculations, strip the native vegetation, shift the local population to some piece of desolation barely fit for habitation, and with misery and poverty, offset my CO2! Now, please don't think this poem's unfair. I'm not saying it's wrong to care, to think about the things you buy, to ask who made them, how and why, but if you're promised cheap salvation, easy wealth for every nation, an end to global poverty, avert climate catastrophe, it's easy. It will be enough to simply buy more of our stuff. Don't buy it. Try to understand. We need to change far more than just our washing powder brand. The answers to our global woes won't be found with shiny logos on a special aisle at Tesco's. We need to tackle head-on our rush to consumer-geddon. Leave the shopping in your trolley and reject this global folly. We'll fight back. We'll all play a part. There's much to do, but here's a start. To keep humanity on the map, please just stop buying so much crap.